Question 1. What does this road sign warn drivers about ahead? A sharp left turn ahead. B. A dangerous curve to the right. C. Road ahead is closed. D. Merging traffic from the right. Answers is B. A dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right is approaching. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to steer through the turn safely. Question 2. When you encounter this sign, what must you do before proceeding safely? A. Slow down and be prepared to stop. B. Yield to traffic if necessary. C. Come to a complete stop. D. Accelerate to clear the intersection. Answers is C. Come to a complete stop. A stop sign requires you to come to a complete stop at the stop line or before the crosswalk, and then proceed only when it is safe to do so without interfering with traffic. Question 3. What does this sign mean for vehicles approaching it? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. Do not enter this road or lane. C. No parking permitted here. D. One-way traffic ahead. Answers is B. Do not enter this road or lane. This sign means do not enter. It indicates that vehicles are prohibited from entering a particular road or lane from that direction, often indicating a one-way street or exit ramp. Question 4. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. School zone ahead. B. A pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Cyclists often cross here. D. Road work in progress. Answers is B. A pedestrian crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates that there is a marked pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop and yield to pedestrians. Question 5. When approaching an uncontrolled intersection, what should a driver do? A. Always assume you have the. B. Speed up to clear the intersection quickly. C. Yield to any vehicle already in the intersection or to your right. D. Honk your horn to alert other drivers. Answers is C. Yield to any vehicle already in the intersection or to your right. At an uncontrolled intersection, drivers should be prepared to stop and yield to vehicles already in the intersection or to those approaching from the right, to ensure safety. Question 6. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A sharp curve to the right. B. A roundabout intersection. C. Yield to pedestrians. D. A no U-turn zone. Answers is B. A roundabout intersection. This mandatory sign indicates that you are approaching a roundabout. Drivers must yield to traffic already circulating within the roundabout and enter when safe. Question 7. What road condition does this sign warn you about? A. Slippery road due to rain. B. On the road. C. Loose gravel on the road surface. D. Road construction ahead. Answers is C. Loose gravel on the road surface. This warning sign indicates that there is loose gravel or stone materials on the road surface. Drivers should reduce speed to prevent skidding and to avoid throwing rocks at other vehicles. Question 8. What is a safe following distance under ideal driving conditions? A. 1 car length for every 10 km per hour. B. At least a gap. C. No more than 1 second. D. It doesn't matter, just keep up. Answers is B. At least a gap. Under ideal driving conditions, maintaining at least a following distance provides enough time to react and stop safely if the vehicle ahead slows or stops suddenly. Question 9. What maneuver is prohibited by this sign? A. Turning right at the next intersection. B. Making a U-turn. C. Turning left into a driveway. D. Overtaking another vehicle. Answers is B. Making a U-turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a U-turn is not permitted at this location. Drivers must find an alternative way to change their direction of travel. Question 10. What does this sign warn about ahead? A bridge ahead. B. The road narrows ahead. C. Merging traffic from both sides. D. Divided highway begins. Answers is B. The road narrows ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on both sides. Drivers should be cautious, reduce speed, and be prepared for less lane width. Question 11. When driving at night, what should you do if an oncoming vehicle's high beams are blinding you? A. Flash your high beams back at them. B. Look towards the right edge of your lane. C. Close your eyes briefly until they pass. D. Focus on the vehicle's headlights. Answers is B. Look towards the right edge of your lane. To avoid being blinded by oncoming high beams, shift your gaze towards the right edge of your lane and use it as a guide until the vehicle passes, then resume normal vision. Question 12. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A steep uphill climb. B. A steep downgrade or hill. C. Road flooding ahead. D. Rough road surface. Answers is B. A steep downgrade or hill. This warning sign indicates a steep descent ahead. Drivers should select a lower gear to use engine braking, reducing the need for continuous use of wheel brakes, which can overheat. Question 13. What does this sign prohibit? A. Stopping for any reason. B. Parking your vehicle. C. Making a left turn. D. Driving above the speed limit. Answers is B. Parking your vehicle. This prohibitory sign means no parking. You may stop briefly to load or unload passengers or goods, but you are not allowed to park your vehicle and leave it unattended. Question 14. What does this warning sign alert drivers to? A nearby zoo or wildlife park. B. Possible wild animal crossings. C. Area ahead. D. No hunting allowed. Answers is B. Possible wild animal crossings. This warning sign indicates an area where wild animals may frequently cross the road. Drivers should be especially alert, particularly at dawn, dusk, and night, and be prepared to stop. Question 15. What is the typical speed limit in a school zone during hours in Canada, unless otherwise posted? A. 80 km per hour. B. Kilometers per hour. C. 60 km per hour. D. The regular posted limit. Answers is B. Speed limits in school zones are typically to 30 or 50 during school hours when children are present, depending on the province or territory. Question 16. What does this sign mean for your vehicles? A. You must yield to all traffic. B. You have the C. Stop before proceeding. D. Road works ahead. Answers is B. You have the. This priority sign indicates that you are on a priority road, meaning you generally have the over traffic entering or crossing from intersecting roads, unless otherwise directed. Question 17. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Start of a priority road. B. End of the priority road. C. Yield to all traffic. D. No entry ahead. Answers is B. End of the priority road. This priority sign marks the end of a priority road. Drivers should be prepared to yield to traffic at upcoming intersections, as their priority is no longer guaranteed. Question 18. What does this sign warn drivers about ahead? A stop sign ahead. B. Traffic lights ahead. C. Road construction zone. D. No turns permitted. Answers is B. Traffic lights ahead. This warning sign informs drivers that traffic lights are ahead. Drivers should prepare to slow down or stop, depending on the signal, and proceed with caution. Question 19. When is it unsafe to pass another vehicle? A. On a multi-lane highway. B. Approaching a hill crest or curve. C. When the road is dry. D. During daylight hours. Answers is B. Approaching a hill crest or curve. It is unsafe and often illegal to pass when your view of oncoming traffic is obstructed, such as when approaching a hill crest or a curve, due to limited sight distance. Question 20. What does this sign warn of? A. Uneven road surface. B. A slippery road surface. C. Wet paint on the road. D. Speed bump ahead. Answers is B. A slippery road surface. This warning sign indicates that the road surface may be slippery, especially in wet, icy, or gravelly conditions. Drivers should reduce speed and increase following distance. Question 21. What does this sign prohibit for vehicles? A. Making a right turn. B. Overtaking other vehicles. C. Driving too slowly. D. Using the horn. Answers is B. Overtaking other vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no overtaking. Drivers must not pass other vehicles from this point until the restriction is lifted by another sign. Question 22. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Start of no overtaking zone. B. End of the no overtaking zone. C. Speed limit ends. D. Yield to oncoming traffic. Answers is B. End of the no overtaking zone. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of the no overtaking restriction. Drivers may resume passing if it is safe and legal to do so, considering road conditions and visibility. Question 23. What must you do when an emergency vehicle approaches with flashing lights or siren? A. Speed up and get out of their way. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Continue driving if you're in the left lane. D. Only yield if they are behind you. Answers is B. Pull over to the right and stop. You must immediately pull over to the nearest curb or edge of the roadway and stop, allowing emergency vehicles, ambulance, fire, police to pass safely. Question 24. What does this sign warn drivers about? A school bus stop ahead. B. Children in or near the road. C. A playground area. D. No trespassing allowed. Answers is B. Children in or near the road. This warning sign indicates an area frequented by children, such as a school or playground. Drivers must be extra cautious and reduce speed to ensure their safety. Question 25. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A railway crossing. B. A railway crossing. C. Road construction ahead. D. No trains permitted. Answers is B, a railway crossing. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop, look, and listen for trains before proceeding. Question 26. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A railway crossing, B, a railway crossing, C, stop sign ahead, D, pedestrian crossing. Answers is B, a railway crossing. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be extra cautious and prepared for more than one track, stopping for trains if necessary. Question 27. What should you do if your vehicle begins to hydroplane? A. Brake hard and steer sharply. B. Ease off the gas and steer straight. C. Accelerate to regain traction. D. Turn the steering wheel quickly. Answers is B. Ease off the gas and steer straight. If your vehicle hydroplanes, ease off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and avoid sudden braking or steering until you regain traction on the road surface. Question 28. What does this sign indicate? A. Uneven road surface. B. Road work ahead. C. No entry zone. D. Parking area. Answers is B, road work ahead. This warning sign indicates that there is road work ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be alert for workers and equipment, and follow any temporary signage. Question 29. What is the mandatory action at this intersection? A. Turn left only. B. Turn right only. C. Proceed straight. D. Make a U-turn. Answers is B, turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must turn right at the upcoming intersection or junction. No other turns or movements are permitted from this lane. Question 30. What maneuver is prohibited by this sign? A. Turning right. B. Turning left. C. Proceeding straight. D. Making a U-turn. Answers is B, turning left. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a left turn is not permitted at this intersection. Drivers must find an alternative route or direction. Question 31. In most Canadian provinces, when is a right turn on a red light permitted unless otherwise posted? A. Always, as long as no traffic is coming. B. After a complete stop and it is safe. C. Only when a green arrow is visible. D. Never, it's always illegal. Answers is B, after a complete stop and it is safe. In most provinces, a right turn on a red light is permitted after coming to a complete stop and ensuring the intersection is clear and safe to proceed, unless a sign explicitly prohibits it. Question 32. What does this sign mean you must do? A. Stop completely. B. Yield to cross traffic. C. You have priority. D. Increase speed. Answers is B, yield to cross traffic. This priority sign means give way or yield. You must slow down and, if necessary, stop to yield to traffic on the intersecting road or pedestrians before proceeding. Question 33. What is prohibited by this sign? A. Parking your vehicle. B. Stopping for any reason. C. Turning around. D. Driving slowly. Answers is B, stopping for any reason. This prohibitory sign means no stopping. You are not permitted to stop your vehicle here for any reason, even briefly, including picking up or dropping off passengers. Question 34. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. Heavy rainfall ahead. B. Strong crosswinds ahead. C. Curved road ahead. D. Loose gravel on road. Answers is B. Strong crosswinds ahead. This warning sign indicates an area prone to strong crosswinds. Drivers, especially those in vehicles or towing trailers, should be extra cautious and maintain control of their vehicle. Question 35. What road condition does this sign indicate? A. Slippery when wet. B. An uneven road surface. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Speed bump ahead. Answers is B. An uneven road surface. This warning sign indicates an uneven road surface, which may include bumps, dips, or rough pavement. Drivers should reduce speed to maintain control and avoid damage to their vehicle. Question 36. What is black ice and why is it dangerous? A. Dark patches of asphalt. B. Transparent ice hard to see. C. Frozen oil on the road. D. Slippery wet leaves. Answers is B. Transparent ice hard to see. Black ice is a thin, transparent layer of ice that forms on the road surface, often appearing like wet pavement, making it extremely difficult to see and very dangerous due to lack of traction. Question 37. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Yield to all oncoming traffic. B. You have over oncoming. C. Stop and wait for oncoming traffic. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. You have over oncoming. This priority sign grants you the over oncoming traffic in a narrow section of the road. Oncoming vehicles must yield to you before entering the narrow passage. Question 38. What does this sign mean for vehicle speed? A. Maximum speed limit is 50. B. Minimum speed limit is 50. C. Recommended speed is 50. D. No stopping at 50. Answers is B. Minimum speed limit is 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50. Vehicles must not travel slower than this speed, unless conditions like heavy traffic or bad weather require it for safety. Question 39. What is the only permitted direction of travel at this point? A. Turn left or right. B. Proceed straight ahead. C. Make a U-turn. D. Stop and wait. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only. Turning left or right is not permitted at this location, ensuring traffic flow in one direction. Question 40. Which of these actions could lead to a driver's license suspension in Canada? A. Changing a flat tire on the shoulder. B. Accumulating too many demerit points. C. Driving a clean car. D. Using a hands-free device. Answers is B. Accumulating too many demerit points. Accumulating too many demerit points for driving infractions, the threshold by province, or committing serious offences, can lead to a driver's license suspension. Question 41. What does this warning sign indicate? A. No bicycles allowed. B. Cyclists entering or leaving road. C. Bike path ahead. D. Road for cyclists only. Answers is B. Cyclists entering or leaving road. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area where cyclists may be frequently entering or leaving the roadway. Drivers should be cautious and prepared to share the road safely. Question 42. What maneuver is prohibited at this intersection? A. Making a U-turn. B. Turning right. C. Proceeding straight. D. Turning left. Answers is B. Turning right. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a right turn is not permitted at this intersection. Drivers must adjust their route accordingly. Question 43. What does this sign warn about? A. Steep hill ahead. B. Road next to water or drop. C. Flooded road. D. Bridge ahead. Answers is B. Road next to water or drop. This warning sign indicates that the road runs along an embankment, quayside, or near a body of water, implying a potential drop-off or unprotected edge. Exercise caution. Question 44. When merging onto a highway, what should you do? A. Stop at the end of the ramp. B. Adjust speed to match highway traffic. C. Force your way into a gap. D. Signal only after merging. Answers is B. Adjust speed to match highway traffic. When merging onto a highway, use the acceleration lane to adjust your speed to match that of highway traffic, signal your intention, and merge smoothly into a safe gap. Question 45. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. A bridge or overpass. B. A tunnel entrance. C. Underground parking. D. Low clearance area. Answers is B. A tunnel entrance. This warning sign indicates that a tunnel is ahead. Drivers should turn on headlights, remove sunglasses, and be aware of potential changes in light conditions and air quality. Question 46. What does this sign designate? A. A shared path for bikes and pedestrians. B. A mandatory pedestrian path. C. No pedestrians allowed. D. Pedestrian crossing ahead. Answers is B. A mandatory pedestrian path. This mandatory sign indicates a path exclusively for pedestrians. Vehicles are not permitted on this path, and pedestrians have the right to use it safely. Question 47. What is the maximum speed permitted from this point? A. Minimum speed 50 km per hour. B. Maximum speed 50 km per hour. C. Recommended speed 50 km per hour. D. Speed advisory 50 km per hour. Answers is B. Maximum speed 50. This prohibitory sign indicates that the maximum speed limit is 50. Drivers must not exceed this speed under any circumstances from this point forward. Question 48. Which of the following is considered a major form of distracted driving? A. Listening to the radio quietly. B. Texting or talking on a handheld phone. C. Checking mirrors frequently. D. Adjusting climate controls briefly. Answers is B. Texting or talking on a handheld phone. Texting or talking on a handheld device while driving is a significant form of distracted driving and is illegal in all Canadian provinces, as it takes your eyes and mind off the road. Question 49. What does this information sign indicate ahead? A. No entry ahead. B. Dead end straight ahead. C. One-way street. D. Road closure. Answers is B. Dead end straight ahead. This information sign warns drivers that the road ahead is a dead end and does not continue through. Drivers should plan to turn around or take an alternative route. Question 50. What does this sign indicate about the speed limit? A. A new lower speed limit begins. B. The previous speed limit restriction ends. C. Speed limit is now 50 km per hour. D. Minimum speed limit is enforced. Answers is B. The previous speed limit restriction ends. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of a previous maximum speed limit restriction. Drivers should then adhere to the general speed limits for the area or other posted limits.